Hey everybody, we're back.
New set, new digs.
Yeah, like new
Is
everything, like
is the moving finally over?
95%. I'm 95% done with the move for sure. How are you
Is
doing,
the
man?
move finally done? I'm okay. I am surviving.
Like this move thing, man, it's killing me. Yeah, I'm looking at chat real quick. Welcome everybody. Quick hi to the people who are here super early. We got Stupaka, we got Private Bumpkin, Ho Chi Young, Masaki, and Freedom762 all in here early, already joining the chat. If you guys aren't in, just jump in the chat.
Masaki here at the nick of time.
Yep, always. But yeah, the thing with me is,
Always.
man, the move. So yeah, before we do updates, and I'll mention this again later. Like, thank you for letting us. Like, I literally punted. I like canceled on Mark like 20 minutes out. I was like, bro, I can't do it. And I
Yeah.
was like, I
This is
thought I could. I was
yeah.
a I underestimated myself by like a freaking week. Wasn't even
It's
like an
all
hour.
good.
It was like I finally
There's
got it like 2 days ago. I think the stream was ready. Oh my
this. I
god.
mean, there were worse things. The day started out with me texting you, "Yo, you're gonna be all right for the thing tonight," and he's like, "Oh yeah, yeah. I think don't worry about it." The time rolls around. I'm like, it's like 30 minutes before we're supposed to go live. And I'm like, maybe just take the day off. It's all
Yeah.
good,
You're
bro.
like, hey
Don't
man,
worry
it's
about
it's
it.
okay.
Just it's all don't worry. I'll just let everybody know. It's all understandable.
Mm.
And then your reply was priceless. That'll be great. I haven't showered for like 3 days.
True facts, bro. Facts. Like absolutely facts. In
Oh,
fact, today I just got the hot water heater fixed. Or was it
oh,
today or
good
yesterday? No, it was
times.
yesterday. Yesterday I got the hot water heater fixed. Today the air conditioners got cleaned. I had painted this room. This is my office. Actually, I went from before. I never gave you guys I'm going to give you a tour. I had like a very large layout, one bedroom with like a
Mhm.
bedroom, but it was like a curtain separating, but it's still big. Like the living area is big. This is a proper like 2 bedroom plus living kitchen. I mean, like everything's got its own door except the kitchen. Kitchen's like open floor plan and the
Right.
pointing this way because that's where the door is. But this is the smallest bedroom. That's my balcony out there with like the washing machine and where you hang your clothes to dry. But
You're moving up in the world, man. Look at
yeah,
you.
well, it was it was fun. So yeah, I think I mentioned that the landlord pretty much like sold the apartment. So here there's no corporate renting in Taiwan,
Right.
right? So like every rental is privately owned.
Mhm.
There's some I found a couple managed apartments you can rent, but it's like really weird. Like everything's privately rented. So you have to go rent a place from someone who has private ownership, and you sign your contracts and all that. But they always
Right.
have an out. Basically, there's like a 1 month out with a 1 month penalty. That's it, depending on
Of
who
course.
breaks it. So she was like, "Yo, sold the place. It's out. See you later.
Tough luck.
Tough luck. See ya." And I'm like, "Huh?" And the worst part is I'm in the States, right? For those who didn't join last week. So I'm like frantic, all the friends helping, like the producers' friends are all helping, getting a new place. Like basically I leased this place before I even came back here. And then I'm stuck in quarantine for a week and I'm
Mhm.
like all this stuff. So long story short, it's all done. And finally, oh my gosh, finally ready. So
Good. Good.
no, yeah.
Awesome. No more moving for a
I
while,
hope
I
not.
guess.
I hope not. But also last week, so what screwed me up? This is what I had a good plan in place. This is a good time to tell you my fun story. I had a good
Before
plan
we
in
get into
place.
that,
Yeah, okay,
before we get
yeah,
into
wait.
that,
I'm jumping ahead of myself. You're right.
yes, before we get into that, and we get carried away, what are you sipping on
Okay,
tonight?
I've actually it's been one of those weeks. It's been one of those 2 weeks.
Yikes.
So first off, my pregame is in a nice Cavalon glass, but it's not Cavalon. It's one of the few tequilas you can actually find. Don't judge. At least it's 100% agave, but you can't really find tequila here in Taiwan. So when I run
God.
across a decent bottle of 100% agave, not like bottom shelf Cuervo, I'll grab it. It's either this or Costco tequila. Just gonna say it. That's my two
It's
choices.
Monday.
Or
What's
Patron.
up?
Shh, don't judge, man. It's what 9:30. It's fine. It's 9:30 p.m. Um,
Okay.
that's my warm up. Just one. I'm sipping too. Then I've got two beers, and I'm gonna let everyone vote to decide which one goes first. Now, one is from Mark. Mark's recommendation. Oh my god, these things are sweating so much. All right, so Mark showed me a picture of this.
So good.
And he was like, "Bro, this is so good." And then I happened to go to Carrefour, which is like the hypermarket, like a super Walmart or whatever, or whatever your equivalent is, where in the country you're from. And I saw this, and I was like, because you sent me a picture of the can. You're like, "Bro, this is so good." I'm
It's
like,
so good.
and I saw it. I was like, "Oh my god, I have to go get this." So as soon as I saw it, I grabbed one. I was like, "All right, I'm gonna save it for the show." And then I was at Family Mart or 7-Eleven, and I saw this.
That looks good
It's
too.
by Sapporo. It's Sakura beer, but it's not Sakura flavored. I think it's just the brand. And it's
Right.
Sakura Lager. And I've never, ever, ever seen this. And the can looks super cool. I don't know if you can see like
Yes.
the detail around the stripes. Looks kind of retro-y.
Love the
Like,
old Sapporo like in the background there. Love it.
yeah, it's so
Beautiful.
cool. So I was like, all right, I have to get this. So I'm gonna ask chat. I'm gonna crack one of these beauties first. Which one is it? The extra rich Sapporo or the lager Sapporo? Let me know which one opens
So let
first.
Jono know that one.
Yeah.
What I'm drinking tonight. So Mr. Masaki has been running around this last 2 weekends. Last week he went to Okayama, so it's a little bit further south from Osaka, and then he got this nice JR Premium Select chuhai from Okayama,
Oh.
and so this is a Muscat chuhai, and I have a not plum, a peach chuhai inside my fridge. So that's my two chuhais for
So what
tonight.
is that? Something Shan, something mountain? What is
Yeah, Okayama. So it's Okayama. So this is the name of the area.
okay. Okay,
Yeah,
Yama. So it's something okay.
Gongsan. Yes,
Gongsan. Okay, in
Okayama. Yeah,
Chinese, yeah. I was like, so
yeah,
I could
true.
read the
Yeah.
right character in his mountain. So
So it's a light one. It's only 3%. So I'm expecting this to be very
it
delicious.
should be super like fruit
This to
juicy.
be super duper juicy. Then he got me another two bottles last week, just this past weekend. He went for some R&R, some well deserved time off.
He
We
needs
like
it, man.
I
That
don't want to I
guy's
don't want
like
to get
he's
into
the
too much
James
stuff.
Brown
He is.
of the
He
airsoft
really
world.
is. I don't want to get into too much details of like what we're doing because there are some surprises coming up, but like just to let you know, the last 2 weeks have been pretty freaking hectic here at the office, and so like he has gotten himself a well-deserved weekend trip, and had some onsen time up in Kochi. Uh, so he got me a craft like a yuzu chuhai, and then he has another sake for me from the water from this really beautiful place. It's really super clear river. And it's printed on the sake bottle. And if we get to that, if not, we'll do it next week. Um, I'll show you guys. It's a beautiful looking bottle. It's very simple, beautiful bottle of sake. So that's also what's in my fridge. But I'm not going to be drinking this out of this can. I want to show you guys this really beautiful glass that my colleague got me. Just give me a
Oh,
second.
upgrades. Okay. I'm gonna be like basic here with my freebie Kavalan whiskey glass. Actually, I got this at the Kavalan distillery. Went and did a tour there.
Well, you got yourself that fancy Kavalan, right? So
No, I just
my
all I did. No, I went to the distillery, did a distillery tour because it's over on the West Coast or East Coast.
right.
This is like last year sometime, and of course, the only thing I brought back, I was like, I'm not buying any bottles. I'm just gonna bring back a glass. So I brought back
Yeah.
a glass from the place.
So my colleague Omori-san bought me this beautiful
Oh, look at the koi on
glass.
there.
Yeah, nice goldfish there, hand painted. So he said
Is it like frosted? It's like
it's
got
frosted.
pull it
Yes.
a little back from the camera a touch. Yeah, and then twist it back a little bit to give us a
So
yeah.
I'll put my hand behind it so you kind of
Oh
see that
yes, it's
texturing
got
in the glass.
like a frosted like crystalline.
Yeah,
Looks
it really
frozen.
does. It's a beautiful glass, and so they were doing this art exhibition slash um, aquarium thing in Kobe, and so he went there over the weekend, and I kind of helped train him after work at the gym and stuff like that. So as his token of appreciation, he got me this really nice glass to add to
Wow.
my glass collection. So I will be drinking in this lovely glass tonight. And before we get, onto your story of the funny fun times,
Yeah.
welcome everybody else who came a little bit later. So Starseed,
Yep.
nice seeing you.
We got
Nice to hear
Jay.
you're moving into your new place soon, Ho Ching Young, and Jay, of course, always good to have you there.
So, Bumpkin's
Oh
on
man,
the man. Every time we talk to Bumpkins, he always got the Black Rifle Coffee Company
always
set.
got that black rifle, man.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna pour this. It's the first time using this glass, by the way. So.
All right, my warm up tequila is done. I'm gonna put the bottle on the ground so I don't knock it over.
All right, that's fancy, but I'm gonna drink the rest that's in this can right now. Oh, it smells like haichu. Like
Haichu.
the green, like the grape one.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Dude, those grape ones are
Ooh,
so good.
yo, this tastes like grape juice. Like really high quality, like almost like you know that grape, that really nice Japanese grape jello that we have here.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's what
It's
this
like
tastes
the
like.
gelatin you can get in the little
Yeah,
cups. And
the
they have
big
like the
one.
green and then the purple versions. The green one is like, and again, we mentioned this before. If you wonder, like you get that green grape flavor and then the purple grape flavor that like, especially Bubblicious bubblegum, you're like, there's no way this tastes like
Ooh,
real grapes. It is. It's Japanese grapes.
yes.
That's what
Wow,
they. Yeah.
that is. Thank you, Masaki.
Is that
That
really that good?
this was really really good. Yeah, this is really really good. Yeah.
That's like summer
All right.
drink. You sit on the patio or the roof, just have a couple
Yeah.
sips. And
3%, you drink 3 packs, you stand up, fall over the balcony. It is what it is.
3%. It's session. It's like a session drink. All right. So chat voted. It's extra rich first. I mean, it was like resounding extra rich. So, all right. I'm gonna crack this sucker open. I love that they put new in English.
New, yes.
All right.
That's what caught my eye.
All right. Smells good. Has that Sapporo smell. 5%. So it's good old classic beer. Let's see what we got. Holy crud. It's like, it's almost thick.
Yes, it's really good.
This is like, they didn't lie, man. It's like
Yeah,
beer. I mean, it's
yeah.
like beer. It's like somebody took a
It's beer
Sapporo.
flavored beer.
Yeah, it's like somebody took a Sapporo. It was like okay, if you're in the West, like take a Budweiser or whatever. Like oh Budweiser, right, or whatever you're drinking. Like and you're like
Yeah.
no 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 no, we're gonna take that Bud flavor or the beer flavor and we're gonna crank it up to 20. It doesn't change it. It's not
Oh
like
yeah.
extra bitter or whatever. It's just like the
Nope.
flavor is
It's
like
so intense.
it's turned to
Yeah.
11.
It's
Holy
real.
crud.
It gives Santori a run for its money.
Yeah, my God, man, this thing is like, man, if you want something that, if you want to drink something that tastes like beer, like I want a beer,
A
like this is the
beer. Yeah.
antithesis of Coors Light. Like if Coors Light is over here, or
Yeah.
whatever, this is like, oh, like if this is like one, and this is 10. This one's like off. It's
Yes.
over here off the chart, like 11.
I think a good way to describe that one that you're drinking, see if you agree with the statement, right? It's like the Santori without the over maltiness, like
Yes.
the hoppiness.
So what they've done here, there's like you're right. There's no. What's interesting is usually when you dial the flavor up to this level, you either get too much malt or too much hops.
Yeah.
But this just has the beer flavor.
Yes. It's just the beer flavor. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's genuinely good. How do they
Yeah.
do that? Because like
I do not
that's
know. It's so good. It's so good.
like
I
I
thought it would just be one of the like the 50 flavors of Sapporo that they
yeah
come out with every once in a while. But like when I cracked this one open, I'm like, holy my goodness. Like
yeah
it really gives Santori, like if you enjoy the Santori premium malts, which is so,
yeah.
so good, but you're turned off a little bit by the hoppiness.
Hmm.
This is the one.
Yeah, this has less hoppy. I guess it maybe is more malty if you want to get to it because it definitely doesn't have that hoppy bite. But yeah, Jay, it does hit different, bro. Like for real, man. This one, genuinely, I'm surprised. I'm not overselling it either because like Mark, you were telling me like, no, man, this is really good. It's like it's
It
as
was really good.
advertised.
Yeah.
Like, all right, when I saw it, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to go grab some
Yeah.
more of these for
I had that with
sure.
tacos a couple like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, this
Yeah,
would
I
be
met.
so good with like tacos or
Yeah.
like a burger with like some jalapenos on it. Anything with like super
Yes.
rich, spicy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like this thing can hold up to anything.
Yeah, that was really good. Like it is a bit of a break to like the Japanese, like like the clean, crisp,
Mm-hmm.
defined, refreshing Japanese beer that you see like that you usually get. This one has just got some oomph to it. Like it
Yeah.
just raises you up a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't know if I can think of like an American like proper just
Yeah.
beer that can compare to this. So, for real, if you guys see this thing, guys and
Grab
gals,
it.
if you see it and you're a fan of just like a good beer, this is it. Like this is like you could grab it and go on the lake. I mean, I could do some barbecue.
Yep.
Any kind of barbecue, Korean barbecue, American barbecue,
It doesn't
Japanese
matter.
barbecue, like
Yeah.
anything just smoky, rich, spicy. This is your
Yeah.
go-to. You probably can't just sit down and pound like 5 of these. It might be a bit heavy after a bit, but it's got some flavor.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had three and I was like, yeah, this one's sitting a little heavy.
Yeah, it's definitely you can feel. I mean, it actually has like a heavier mouthfeel too. Like there's
Yeah.
definitely like a slight thickness to it. It's hard to
Mm.
describe. It's not like basically I feel like I could take this, I could cut it 50% with water and get Coors Light. Or get a Sapporo like the light Sapporo. If I cut it like half and
Yeah,
half with water, it would still taste like a proper Sapporo.
probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, so like Ho Ching Young, I know you're in Japan right now. You can grab that in most, if not like most of the department store, like the supermarkets. So I grabbed this at a local supermarket here, just like two stops down when I was going to a friend's house for tacos. So
God, it's so easy to drink. There's no bitterness.
nope,
None.
nope, and there's no gross aftertaste too.
Oh, it's just like
Yeah,
it's so much flavor, and then it's just like gone. It's just
yep,
flat and like I'm for real. I'm gonna grab more of these. I'm
yeah,
totally gonna
great,
grab more
great
of these before they
drinking
disappear.
for sure.
So mm.
All right,
That's not gonna
so
last long, by the way.
now your your adventure
All
last
right.
week
Well, let's see.
started on Sunday.
No, let's take. We can roll back a couple weeks. So first off, got this place. It needs some love. This room I'm in now was originally pink to about here, and then from here up was gray. Somewhere in here. I think the pink was a little off camera. Pink was like maybe right. There's a line. It's right here. This is the pink line. Painted kids pink, and then there was like a dark gray, like a medium, like a 75% gray the rest of the way. What you can't see
It's
is like
interesting color combination though. Like not gonna lie, it's like
it was a kids'
tasteful.
room. It had like the Serengeti stickers on here that have been there for years, and from the quality of the paint, it was painted by the child.
Oh no.
Yeah. So this place had been like chain smoked in, so like the smell. This room was like unbelievable. The curtain back here that I had, which is in the trash, gone. The smell on it was unbelievable. I'm like, what is this smell here? I painted the place. I'm like, what's going on? Like, and finally, I was like, oh, it's a curtain. I was like, it was like I wish I had a photo. I could show you. I have a photo somewhere. Like there was some sticky goo holding the thing together. It's like, oh my God, you have no idea, right? So
Who is
that,
smoking in there? The child?
no, this room had a different smell. This room had like a combo of like wet dog, urine,
Ew.
and whatever. And like they had a mattress in here because like what you don't realize, I'm actually on a bed platform that's like built in. Like I'm elevated. And this is like to the desk. There's a second desk behind me, and I've put all this stuff in here. I repainted this whole room. I got it set up for the office. This room had like the weird. So it's purged, man. I cleaned every square inch of this place with the producer. Both of us, we had the air conditioners cleaned. Like, pledged anything wood. All the doors are like a zebra type wood. It's a really nice place. Don't get me wrong. Like this is really nice. And the landlady of this one, she's like definitely like this is like an investment property for her, like for real. Like she has multiple units, and she owns I think she owns an accounting firm somewhere here because that's where I'm at. So she has like hands off. She's like, I don't know, I let pets, I let smoke, I don't care. Like I just like she doesn't care who rents it. It's just and it's in a nice building. I've got like parking downstairs, which I'll get to my parking drama in a second.
Oh, hey.
So like this room was redone. I pretty much redid everything. Got all new furniture. I looked at the couch. There was like whoever lived here before. Like it looked on the surface looked clean. To be fair, on the surface looked totally clean. And went to go lift up the couch to move it, and there was so much dog fur and like 10 pieces of clothes under the couch. They were like all sweatshirts. Like they were all like for real, like Burberry and LV. I don't know if they were fake or real, but they were like all dog peed on and like covered. I just put them in a
Ew.
bag and out in the trash with them. I'm like, they're gone. And the couch was so bad. It had like covers on it and opened it. It was all anyway, everything's gone. I purged it all, replaced it all. And it's good now. Like this is a really nice building. I'm pretty happy. It's definitely kind of an upgrade, even though cost wise it didn't change for me. I moved to a different area. I went from like near like the Memorial Hall area, which is like if you guys know America, it'd be like living in near the Capitol Mall in DC, that kind of area, like near the Washington Monument or something,
Right.
near CKS Memorial Hall. And now I'm pretty much in the Shibuya slash Akihabara of Taipei.
Dude, like you're in party town right now, man.
I am, man. And it's pretty wild because like the number of restaurants out my door. Like before, I was like, there's some restaurants you can walk a little bit. There's some places, it's local. They close kind of early. Now it's like whatever you want, whenever you want it, it's right there. Like literally, like right there.
Man.
So yeah, that's where I'm at, and it's all good. The plan was to do the show, right? I'm like, I'm planning things.
Yes.
I'm trying to get things going. Yeah, the schedule. I would have had this all done, but so I was like leaving or coming back. I think I was leaving.
You said you were on you had like a couple more that you had to do when you texted me that night.
Yeah, it was like a couple more. So I'm leaving or coming back with the car. And I can't remember if I was coming down. I think I was coming down. I think I was coming back in. So the way the parking works here, and you'll find this in a lot of these buildings, like this is the smaller footprint building. It's probably roughly the same footprint of my other building. And so they'll do two ways. They'll either put a parking garage down below. The other building only had a few spots. If you want to put more spots, they'll have like where you pull in is an elevator. You drive your car in an elevator. So like the garage door opens, you get a button. You pull in, the elevator takes you down to a sub level. And there's two car levels and two motorcycle parking levels or scooters. So you go down to a sub level. Another door opens. Well, the elevator goes down. It twists, usually rotates depending on the orientation. This one, it goes down and the elevator literally rotates 90 degrees. And I can pull out. And then I pull onto a round steel disc that's big enough to fit a car. I get out. There's a box on the wall. I press the button. It turns my car for me. And then I can drive into what's best described as a car vending machine. Another garage door is open waiting for me. I pull in. A slot is there dedicated for me. I pull my car in that slot. And there's other cars in the slots, but you only can get to the empty slot that's waiting for you because you have a reserved space. You put a little badge that it's your car badge. So it's like your number. So it knows like which car to get when you come back. And you hit a button, it closes, and your car shuffles away into the vending machine. Literally, it's like it
Fingers
rotates like a carousel,
that
right?
You will see it again.
Yeah, right. So it's only 10. There's 12 spaces, but 10 spots. So it's 6 and 6, but I have to keep 2 open because they have to be able to elevate up, right? They have to be at a spot. So they basically go 6 across and 6 across, and then there's another one 2 floors down that's 6 across, 6 across. There's actually 20 spaces in the garage.
So like your building is like super deep as well then.
4 floors under, 14 up. So it's 14 above ground, 4 below ground.
Cool. So when Godzilla attacks, you can hide in your literally in the
I can hide
bottom.
40 feet underground, or like, whatever. So I'm riding the elevator down.
Right.
And it gets down to my floor and it starts to try to turn. And it's like, nope, motor dies. I'm like, oh. And like, it just basically gets down there. It's like, it just tries, poop, it moves like half a meter, poop, and just stops. I'm like, huh? And I'm like, hit the button, whatever. And I'm like, I call the guy, because you can call up to there's a guy here always, like a security guy, 24 hours. And I'm like, hey, I'm stuck. He's like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah. So he comes down, manually opens the door, comes around, he's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm just stuck in the car. And I was coming back, so I was moving my TV back from the other place. I had my TV in the car and a couple other things. And anyway, I was just stuck there. And the car was there for like a day and a half. They had to get like a guy. It was on the weekend. They had to come on like the weekday. And it was like the Monday. So basically my car was there from like Sunday morning all the way to like Monday evening when they finally freed it. And that's what screwed me up because I was supposed to do more runs to get the stuff here so I could get everything set up. And it ended up with that, my car getting stuck. They were supposed to free it that morning. They couldn't free it. And they had to replace like a whole motor and all kinds of stuff. Basically a motor big enough to turn a car, right? An elevator and a car that can do, 2,000 plus kilos.
Sounds like a good time.
That's my good time. Yeah. So my car's just stuck. And of course, because I'm stuck, the whole parking garage, if you were here or outside, if you're outside your car, you can just go find another garage. If you were here, you couldn't get out. Scooters, cars, everything. Like nobody could leave because it was broken.
Ooh, yikes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jono. You broke it.
I did, man. I broke it. But like the guy said, he's like, it's not the first time this happened. No. Like the building's, it's not old. It's like maybe this thing was built like 9 or 10 years ago, so it's not that old. It's a pretty new building, but old enough that the mechanical stuff's gonna wear out. So
Fair enough. Fair enough.
so yeah, that's my drama, man. That's the story.
Yes. And that caused you to miss the show last week, and it is what it is. It's all
Yeah,
good.
that's
You
life.
know?
Yeah, Herman said we should have put some Promi high torques in there. Yeah, we should have, man. That
Yes.
and one of the 40K motors or something like that, 35K or 40K in there to get it
Yeah.
running.
Yeah. It's okay. I mean, I think just our gears will just work just fine.
Yeah, standard.
Just throw our gears in there. It'll work. It'll turn. It'll do its
Yeah.
thing. It won't break. No. This is an advertising free podcast, by the way.
Yeah, I was like, hashtag not sponsored.
This episode is brought to you by.
This episode is brought to you by Lilacs and Patch Fiend.
Yes.
Go to patchfiend.com or lilacs.com. Enjoy your airsoft
Darn,
parts
I
and your morale patches. It's your
I should have wore my T-shirt.
shipped worldwide.
Yes. But we only ship in Japan.
Yeah,
so,
well, you can find
if you're
Lilacs
outside of
find
Japan,
Lilacs at any fine retail establishment
yes.
around the world.
What I've been saying is, please feel free to contact your local or regional online retailer or local or regional online or physical retailer to ask more about our products.
Yeah, basically, we're self-sponsoring the video.
Yes. I would have worn my really nice multicam Lilacs t-shirt today, but it smells like yakiniku. So
Yeah, that's the problem. And you go to those
That's
yakiniku
the
places,
problem.
the barbecue places, and like,
I mean, there are worse things to smell like, you know.
so good. Yeah.
You walk out smelling like, Wagyu and smoked meats.
Jealous.
I can't
Bro,
complain.
I'm looking forward to the day I can come see you.
Yes.
And I think it's gonna
Fingers
be
crossed
soon.
it's going to be
Yeah.
soon. Yeah.
We're spoiler alert, we're tentatively planning for August-ish.
Yes.
I'm still waiting to see what Taiwan does. There's talk that they're going to go to 0-day quarantine in September.
Whoa.
So I might push it back. We'll see. Yeah, if it's 0-day,
Whoa.
yeah, they're gonna do. There's chat that either in August or September it's gonna be 0+7. Right now it's 3+4. They just changed it, and then 0+7 would be like,
So just 7 days at your own place.
yeah, send his own place, and then like you can still kind of go out and get necessities for those 7.
Right.
You're not
right,
like
right.
stuck, but there's things you can't do.
Soft
but-
cap.
Yeah, soft cap.
Soft
Like I can get in my
quarantine,
car and go drive to the grocery store and get stuff, wear a mask. Just you can't go to
Right.
like bars, clubs, concerts, group
Dine in.
dine
you
in
know,
restaurants. You can't do that. You only do takeout. Like those are the limitations for the +7.
Well, the Marriott is that way. It is a 10-minute walk that way. So
all right. Well, I know where I'm staying. Booking the Marriott.
yeah, there you go. Masaki, we were right. On the train tonight, we were like, oh man, it'd be nice, put you up somewhere close to where I am. And I was like, oh man, what hotel are we gonna put him in? Like the Marriott? The Marriott's kind of pricey. And then I was like, or we could put him in like one of those really nice themed love hotels.
Oh, you should, man. I like that. We need to. Okay, like for real. We actually should do a Hopped Up episode where I don't do a love motel, because I don't think anybody who, if you're not in Japan, does Hong Kong have love motels?
Yes, but it's kind of ratchet.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
so
it's
here-
not like the ones in Taipei, like you'll have like a jacuzzi in the middle of the room, right?
Oh.
Like it's insane.
Dude,
right?
some of these
I know.
here, like one's like WeGo, that's like the most famous one, but there's a couple other ones like that are like there's a bunch of them. So when you hear love motel, you like, okay, if you're in the West, especially you guys in the States, right? Like Dustin just joined, by the way, and Bumpkin, you think motel and sketchy and love, you
Yeah.
think like the most near a truck stop, the most
Like
terrible
Motel
thing.
6 or something.
Yeah, like not even Motel 6, like a Night's Inn, right? Remember the night? Yeah, the
Oh,
Night's
yes.
Inn,
Oh,
or
no.
what's the other terrible one you would never want to stay at? Night's Inn.
Oh, my
I don't know.
goodness.
Anyway. So it's like one of those. It's like the no-tell motel, but it's not that. Here it's opposite. It's opposite.
so nice here.
People,
it's
okay,
crazy.
so what people do is because houses are so small here, if
Yes.
you're in a relationship with someone, if you don't have your own place, which most people don't, because you can't afford it, you live at home way late in life, like way late in life. You got to save up to get a place. I mean, it's serious money. Like if you want to buy an apartment in Taipei City, no joke, I'm not lying.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to spend, I think it's the average right now for even a small place is like 800K US to $1 million US.
Oof.
And I'm not exaggerating. That is a
I believe it.
small apartment. That is small to purchase. It's out of control. And considering salaries here, it's like impossible, right? Like you just think
Yeah.
of like $1 million for, if you guys are in the West, like 800 to 1,000 square feet, maybe 1,000, maybe 1,000.
Yeah.
And I am not, yeah, for real. Like Jay's like, he ain't lying. It's
Yeah.
legit. I'm not BSing you guys. Now, if you get out in the countryside,
Yeah.
you can get like full on legit homes for like 300K or 4. You can get like proper homes, like for normal prices. But Taipei City, forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it. So anyway, people go with their significant others, girlfriends, even couples that are married will live with their family. Like if you have a house like with multiple bedrooms, they want some private time. So they go to the love motels. And these things are nice. Now there's some sketchy ones too. Don't get me wrong. There's some like,
Oh yeah, there's some sketch.
there's some sketchy ones like, ooh,
Oh,
you just
yeah.
like yeah, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
wonder what happens
yeah.
there. But you know, there's some of these are like legit, like, and they're not cheap either. They're beautiful. So actually, if you guys have don't leave us, but when you get a chance, Google WeGo, WEGO, and WeGo Taipei, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And look at some of the pictures of the rooms. You'll be like, what? I mean, like these things are like the nicest hotel room you have ever seen in your life. Like I'm talking the suite, it will rival a suite at the Venetian.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, like Masaki's absolutely right. You know, the Tennoji area. So I'm in a place called Abeno. Tennoji's that way, like where the Marriott is. And then so Masaki took me for a nice walk kind of around that Tennoji area, and he pointed out, like, I asked, like, what in the world is this building? It's super fancy. It looks like the super modern, contemporary, you know, a hotel you see in Vegas. And then it was just Love Hotel. And then like right next to it was this another really super nice Love Hotel. The facade looks like the Spearmint Rhino.
Whoa.
You know, like with the blue lights that come up from the ground.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks just like that.
Really.
I was like,
I'm
whoa.
Googling real quick so I can show you guys. You don't have to leave here. We go motel. And motel again, motel is not the right word.
Yeah, man. It's definitely not it's a legit hotel.
Because like also you get your own, like there's like a parking, you can pull in and park your car.
Yeah.
So like I'll give you an idea. Let me look at, all right, here we go. If I can get this picture. All right, let's blow this one up. Like, see if you can see that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like that's one of the cheaper rooms.
That's a jacuzzi in the ground behind the glass, guys.
Yeah, back there in the glass, it's like
that's
that.
a jacuzzi.
Let me find another one. That's
floor.
like a cheap room. Like, and they have some crazy ones. Like, fudge. This is hilarious. Like they're themed, so you have like a swing in it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
we know what happens in there.
Shh, we're not talking.
Is that where you have sex?
No. And we're demonetized. If you guys want like a space room, they got like this. So like there's
live
themed
out
rooms.
your Star Wars fantasies.
Yeah, there's actually themed rooms, and then some of these have their own. Like, okay, this is a perfect. Here we go. Here's a good one. This one's crazy. Look at this. If I can get it back. I don't know if you guys can see it on this side over here. Those are carousel horses.
Oh my God,
For real. Those are carousel horses.
What are you gonna do?
That's the bed. There's like a table. Some of these actually have like a KTV area. Like, so you have like a huge, like some will have a private pool inside. Some will have like even a slide you can slide down. I've watched some videos. Google them on YouTube. You'll see like Taiwan love motels like we go, and you'll see some crazy ones. Herman says, yeah, the space one looks like a certain manufacturer's showroom. I wonder who that could be, VFC.
Inspired by
VFC.
We go.
But yeah, I mean, like that's the love motels, and of course Taiwan mimics Japan, so I'm sure they've
got some nice ones here.
And they've like Taiwan brings a lot of influence from Japan, like in some of the things they do. So.
Yeah, man. Jay, throw a party in there. Yeah.
But people do that. It's not just for love, right? Like a group of friends will go and rent one of these things out because they have like couches everywhere, like huge beds, like, and like 8 or 10 people come in and crash together. It's not for like having that kind of party, but it's like hanging out. You'll sing KTV inside. I'm talking like when I saw
You'll
like
get
KTV, like
wasted and
karaoke,
swim
like
in the pool.
full speakers, and then they do like food. It's pretty wild. So,
Oh man.
yep. So to give you guys some experience, I mean, this is part of what Mark and I want to start doing now that
Yeah.
restrictions are being lifted, is
Yeah,
showing
yeah.
you more of the less known cultural things in our respective countries. Like Dustin's
Yeah.
like, it's insane to see. Yeah, I know. It's like these are things you don't really know of that are here, and there's no stigma. Like if you say, "Hey, we're gonna throw a party that we go," people are like, "Heck yeah, I'm gonna come." You know, like you invite
Yeah.
your friends.
Do I bring my bathing suit?
Yeah, you bring your bathing suits, you'll hang out, you sing, you bring in drinks, you have food. Like it's a big event.
Yeah.
It's like a thing.
Everybody's expected to be loud there anyway, so
Yeah,
it's all good.
Exactly. You don't have to worry about being quiet and bothering your neighbors, and they soundproof the rooms.
Yes. Cha-ching.
So, yep. So anyway, that's how do we get on the topic of this?
I
So
don't know.
you said you got a
It's
nice
you
one.
coming here.
No,
That's
you're
what
gonna
it
book
is.
me in a
You
love
coming
motel.
here.
You jerk. I want the one with the carousel horses in it.
I've never been to a love motel here.
Oh,
Ever.
dear God. Look at this. Let's show you guys. Look at the jacuzzi tub in this one.
Oh wow. Wow.
What the heck?
That's like a concert stage.
It's like a concert stand. No, it's like a disco ball. Anyway, so yeah, enough of that. Okay, all right, here we go. I was going to show you this one. I found this one. I found this one. I was told you there's some with the crazy pools. Look at that. Wait, give me.
Yo, that's crazy. No, I see that.
Can you
That's
see
like
it?
a long pool.
It's like a long. I don't know. It's really hard to see because it's overexposed.
Yeah, I
But
see. It's a long.
pool.
It's a long
Yeah.
shaped pool.
Yep. It's wild, like absolutely wild. So, but yeah, that's the Taiwan/Japan love hotels.
You know, I think what we should, Jono, maybe what you should recommend to the organizer of MOA or maybe certain manufacturers of MOA, you know how they do like those hotel room parties in Vegas during
Yeah.
shot?
The WeGo party,
Hey, by invite only.
invite only. Yeah, private.
Yeah. You go in there, you see like all like the gun tubers, but they're all airsoft gun tubers.
It could
Oh
work.
no!
We do
This
private
instantly went from like an awesome idea to like, maybe
like
not.
let's just thanks for ruining
maybe,
everything, Mark.
maybe not.
Maybe
No,
just
I
go hang
won't
out with some
come.
friends there, you know.
It's like, it's like, oh, what? You're gonna bring airsofters there?
No, that'd be cool,
Yikes.
man. Like, actually, if you want to do like a private expo, like show off your products, that could be good. Like, bring all your influencers. It could be like a fun time. Let people film. Actually, some of these are like posh. Some are like wild like that. It could actually,
Right.
to be honest, it could make for some really interesting backgrounds for filming. It's actually not a bad idea because usually when you
Yeah.
do these shows, like you and I both know,
Mhm.
they're like the background you film against is the most boring thing. Like you're just, or you have like 20 guys finger effing everything in the background behind you.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true. Yeah, yeah, but it would be something though. Like, jokes aside, but like I think that would be something interesting because I think we're starting to see so many other like trade shows that we do for our day jobs starting to kind of branch out back into more localized or regional areas. And even the big trade shows like in the US, they're starting to split as well.
Mhm.
And I think this would be something interesting too. Like, if they did that in Taipei, really just do like an invite only theme party. If it's like the cry party, right? Everybody wants to go to the cry precision party. So like if you get the invite, you get the invite.
Yeah.
So
Or you know somebody that gets you the +1.
yeah. Do you know who would always get the invite though?
Who?
He's in the chat right now.
Who?
The international man of mystery.
Herman?
Masaki would always get an
Masaki
invite.
always get. Yeah, of course Masaki gets it.
Masaki probably gets so many invites, he got to turn people down.
Masaki be heading over to the Hard Rock during the show, if you know what I mean.
Hey.
For those that
Hey.
know.
If you know, you know. No way.
No.
My guy Masaki always like I love how like he'll end up in these very interesting positions and he'll text me, yo, where are you? And I'll be like, oh, I'm at dinner.
You were used to be
And
stuck, and that was like
yeah,
your perpetual
yeah,
thing.
that was
Like
my
I'd be in the show,
perpetual
be like,
thing.
"Yo, Mark, I'm here, man." You know what I mean? He's like, "Yeah, I'm stuck at work.
I'm like, yo,
Or,
like I'm stuck.
I'm
I'm
scrubbing
stuck.
toilets right now at the Venetian." I mean, whatever. You have some BS like, "Oh, I'm at some dinner." Like,
Yeah, that is life.
I know.
I was always at some dinner, and then like Masaki would always text me and say, "Yo, you can't believe who I'm standing next to right now." He shoots me a selfie, and it's Boyd and Chris Costa.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, all right, please.
All right. So
And then
yeah,
tasting notes.
on that, this could be like water, I think, compared to that one. But they're both Sapporo. We'll see. Yeah, man. Speaking of which, for those of you airsoft, we got a lot of airsofters in here anyway. MOA is on this year. It's going to be November sometime, like
Well,
proper MOA,
that's
like proper.
That's very interesting because if you guys were paying attention to the chat, Masaki also alluded to that event happening this year.
Mm-hmm.
The one that you've all been waiting for, the one that's been on hiatus for 2 years.
Oh, different.
Different but good.
Wait, Stu, they pushed it back again to December. Okay, mid-December. I might be back in the States. I want to be here for this. I need to cover that. Tell me again.
MOA is in Taipei.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, MOA show. Actually, good in a different way. Sweeter, with a little more bitter on the back end, but more crisp. This one is, I would say this would put the premium malt. This is like, if you like premium malts, this is going to be your premium malts equivalent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a little, definitely lighter than the Rich. Nothing's as heavy as the Rich, but this one's like a pretty full-bodied lager. And sweeter, not as malty, a little more hoppy. But it's crisper, not as like super clean. Like some of those, like the clear ones you've seen, you know, like called clear blue or clear. Those are like a little too crisp. This one's like a good, proper, not light lager. Like I would say, like it's pretty good. It's actually pretty good. It's got like a slight sweetness to it, which is actually pretty tasty.
Now that you've started that one, I'm gonna go rinse this out, and I'm gonna get my next drink, and we'll go from there too.
So yeah, Eric's getting, so Stu's talking in the chat. Then yeah, so they keep moving his. So it's gonna be at the convention center. Yeah. Yep. So they're moving his date around on him. Well, hopefully by then the restrictions will be gone. People can do stuff. There's no like attendance. This one's kind of like your all arounder. So you could throw this like this. You could sit. This is like, I would say, everything from like hanging out by the pool, going fishing, doing whatever you want to do. I mean, like this is like your all around. This is the Swiss Army knife, by like a good but a full body. It's not light. So if you're looking for a lighter beer, nah. But if you're looking for a nice like full body, like middle, like Coors Light's way over here, or better yet, like what's the lightest beer I can think of? Like Michelob Ultra would be like over here for those in the West, and then like over here is that rich, extra rich. This guy's like straight down the middle.
Oh, so a Sakura beer is old beer, like since 1913, and they're bringing it back for a limited time.
It's quite good. It's tasty. It's got, yeah, actually, it's funny he says that. Now he says that. Oh, we'll see. 1913, right there. I can't read Japanese, but once he said it, and it's this brewery.
Oh, it looks, man, that old photo of like Sapporo looks
cool.
Beautiful.
The can got my attention. I think somebody said it earlier. The can looked good.
So this is the one I'm drinking now. So it's a 6%. So it's a 6% juice with 6% alcohol. Also a JR Premium Select.
All right, a little stronger. Peach.
My favorite.
PBR, man. Yeah. PBR, I love. Okay, I would always grab the tall boys PBR if you just want like a cheap
I love PBR, by the way.
I'm telling you too.
I'm
but it's got
not ashamed to say this.
It's got a bit of that metallic taste in the back end. Yeah, it's a little bit.
That's why you like it, though.
I know.
It's like I'll admit I'm like one of those idiot kids that would like play with their action figures, or when you're younger and you suck on the metal bit because it's got that taste to it.
Okay.
I admit I'll do it.
No judgment. PBR,
Oh
man.
man,
PBR
the
is still my
smell
go-to.
of this is already coming out.
See, the thing is, man, I can't. For me, peach is a no-go. For real, I had when I was God,
Oh my god,
I
it
was like
smells
in
like peach candy.
peach can. I was in Boy Scouts and we were on a
So
trip
I
and
don't.
I drank peach like a peach nehu or whatever, like from the soda, and I got sick afterwards. I still can't drink anything peach scent.
So like I don't. You guys can't see this, but
It's
even the
pink. No,
color.
no, I can see it. We can see it
So
on
the
camera.
yeah. So even the color is darker. That like, it's still kind of a clear, but it's more like a yellow hue to it now.
It's almost kind of pinky
Pink is because
yellowy.
it's my
Yeah.
hand,
No,
right?
no,
So I
no. I can
moved
see
out
it
of the
from the
like
top of it. We can see it.
yeah. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna drink out of the can first. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh wow. Looks can be deceiving, my friend. This got some punch to it.
6% punch.
Like maybe because the last one was so soft.
Yeah.
This one like was sharp.
Well, peach to me, peach is sweet and it doesn't hide the alcohol well. So peach will like hit you. That's why I like doing like a kiwi, a lemon, or a lime. Oh,
Like
really good?
it's like I think the peach is just enough to take the edge off the chew high, and it's a subtle peach flavor. It's more peach aroma than anything.
Okay, so it's not like drinking
Like
peach
it's
nectar or
not,
something.
yeah, it's not a drinking peach nectar.
Or like Herman
It's
said
not like
schnapps or something. It's not
yeah,
that level.
it's not like eating the Japanese peach gummies, which
Okay.
a lot of like Japanese peach flavored whatever. Basically, it's just the gummy flavor.
Yeah.
It's not that. This is just like you get it on the nose, you get it on the front, then you get that hit of chew high, and then it kind of masks it a little bit, and you get the aroma of the peach, which is pretty interesting. Like I like peach soju, like the Korean soju.
I actually,
Yeah,
the
I
Korean
like
stuff's
the
pretty
peach
good.
soju, but this is a little bit better because the Korean peach soju is literally like peach syrup in that soju.
But
This has
the
got a bit
Korean
of
ones are
good mix
usually
to it.
like 10% or higher, typically.
Ooh, that's really good. Thank you, Masaki. Really appreciate it, bro. Really appreciate it. These are really good drinks. Thank you.
Wow.
Oh.
So Saki scored you 2 for 2, man.
2 for 2. Really, really good. Yeah, man. These are really nice. Wow. Anyways, what were you talking about?
I don't even know. We're talking about peach. I'm talking about my bad experience with peach. I got sick drinking peach
Yeah,
drink when I was
okay.
like 12, and I still can't enjoy peach. It was
Yeah, peaches is like I think probably one of my favorite fruits. Like just flavor profile. I love eating it with the skin because it got a little bit of that tanginess to it, and then the really sweet flesh of the fruit itself.
no, okay. That said, I like peaches. I don't
Yeah.
like anything peach flavored in a drink.
Mhm.
Because usually
That's where,
artificial. Usually it's that artificial peach flavor, and I think that's what I don't like. I mean, the
Yeah.
skin.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I think it's like the skin of a peach gives you like a little tartness, a little.
Yeah.
There's a little something to it.
There's still some to it. So next week is a big week.
Big week.
It's Independence Day next weekend.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Are you doing anything for Independence Day?
I don't know if I can find fireworks. Shoot them off on the roof. We got a pretty big roof here, actually. I don't know. Maybe go up there, shoot fireworks off.
Sounds good.
Go redneck mode.
Yo, so
Alright.
here's something funny, right? So I can go to like some small mom and pop shops and buy fireworks here.
Okay.
And like to me, that's like coming from like totally normal back in the States.
Yeah.
Right. Just you can go into
They have fireworks
can
stands like on the interstate. Like some areas will have
probably
like yeah.
yeah, you probably go to a gas station. Buy
Yeah, like
fireworks.
Big Daddy's fireworks, which is, by the way, a
Yeah.
real thing when you cross from Tennessee down into Georgia. There's a part when if you're heading down to Atlanta from Nashville, where I'm from in Nashville, my dad lives in Atlanta. You get down the trip, there's a part where you dip into Georgia for a moment, and then you come back up before you get to Chattanooga. My Southern's coming out. And that little dip, right before the dip is because fireworks are legal in Tennessee, but not I think in Georgia or whatever. So like people drive into Tennessee and buy it. Like Big Daddy's, like 2 or 3 fireworks stands. And they always have like everything there.
Masaki.
What?
I'm
Yeah,
so sorry.
Peach.
I'm so distracted by that comment.
Hey, that's the kind of peach. Yeah, Bumpkin knows what's up, right? Yeah, like
Yeah.
you see the ads as you're leaving Chattanooga heading to Nashville. You'll see this ads on the sign like Big Daddy's fireworks, like this little comical like hand drawn cartoon. Like
Yes.
looks like an old gangster guy with a big hat. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, it's huge fireworks. I've stopped there so many times. I used to leave Nashville and go to Chattanooga to play airsoft at an airsoft field there. So,
Yeah. So I don't
Nepalese
know.
dumplings? Is this a
The
joke?
momos. No, momos is like Nepalese dumplings are called momos.
Oh, okay.
They're so good. So like like how you have like the soup dumplings in Taiwan.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like that. They're kind of like that, but the seasoning they use is like a minced pork, but like a Nepalese spice
It's like a
inside.
woodwin,
Like no, it's like
which,
oh
by the
my
way, we say like
goodness.
wonton soup. Wonton would be the
No,
other one.
it's not as close to wonton. It's close to 小笼包子.
Okay, Xiaolongbao,
It's
really?
closer to that without so much broth inside,
Okay, really. So it's a
right?
more of a,
But
like
it's very close to that.
so it's
It's
more like,
close
so
to
it's
that.
not in soup. Okay, I'm thinking like
Yeah.
Windun Tang, like
Yeah.
Windun Tang.
So like there's places in Central back in Hong Kong that serve it a little bit different. So
Momo is Japanese for peach.
yes, that is correct. Uh no, Mark is never gonna try that nasty tea again because Mark has escaped that place. I'm just saying.
Hey, Mark, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. I'm totally gonna bring you that bitter tea when I come
Yo,
see you,
oh
bro.
my
You're getting
God,
it.
you
You're
should.
getting it. We're
No,
getting
no,
it,
no.
and we're gonna film it. Mark my words. It's gonna happen. Not just me. You get to we get to see Mark's bitter tea face.
So no, we did it. I did it. It
No,
was
you did
it's
a different one. You need mine. You need mine. Like they're like other people I've talked to are like, that's off the chart bitter. You have to experience. I want to see Mark's Taiwanese
okay,
bitter
fine.
tea face.
Fine. So
Mark,
like when you come and see,
mark my words.
you have to look,
That's the name.
Jono, you have
I'm
to
totally gonna change the name of this channel. Mark, or the name of this show.
mark
Edit.
my words.
Like
So Jono,
episode
you have to bring
40.
two bottles.
Oh yeah.
You have to bring two bottles, Jono, because you're gonna come visit the office. I don't doubt that you're gonna do so,
Yeah, of course.
So you're gonna have to bring a bottle and we'll do shots around the office.
Okay. Yes.
Masaki
We'll
gets a
do bitter tea
shot.
shots, and
Yeah.
we'll film
Nomura-san,
everyone, and we'll do
yeah.
we'll upload to the channel a short
Yeah.
of a
Yeah.
compilation of
Yes.
everybody's bitter tea face. Instead
Yes.
of your O face, it's your B face.
Yeah, it's your B face. So Masaki will get a shot, Nomura-san will get a shot, Ryan will get a shot.
Oh my god, that there's no one that no one can poker face this. I don't think anybody can
You
poker face it.
cannot.
You can't.
I think like you take a shot of that and you'd much rather drink like moonshine than that.
Oh,
I'd
I would
tell
rather do
you.
straight moonshine and go blind than.
Right there. It's right there. The clear stuff, it's right there.
And Winky's over here. Actually, I think Winky could straight face it. I
She could, 'cause
really
she did.
genuinely believe
She-
that Winky could actually.
She looked me in the eye and looked like she was like this.
She'd be like this. She'd be like,
Yeah, no, she
What?
she looked me in the
What?
eye as she was chugging this thing, and she's like, "What? You going what? You what, mate?
yeah, you won't, mate.
You what, mate?" I was like, "Wow." She finished it. I'm like, "Wow, that was impressive.
Yep.
Way to go, show off."
Oh my gosh. So, who was it? Who asked earlier? We want to drink. Let me scroll back up. Dustin. Favorite bourbon.
Favorite bourbon? You go first.
Man, what was
I'm
the
really
one-
easy. I have two.
What did I have? Go ahead, because I gotta find it. It's
Okay, so mine is really easy. Mine is Eagle Rare and Maker's Mark.
Makers, really.
Yeah, because it's hard to go wrong with Makers. Like it if you want to mix it, it goes good with a lot of things. You want to drink it straight up, it's easy drinking, right? That's why like if I want something with a little bit more of the some to it, I'll drink some Eagle Rare. Buffalo Trace is all right too, but like I prefer Eagle Rare just a little bit more. Big thanks to Rich from Wolverine who introduced me to that.
What was the one I had that was really good? I'm not a huge fan of rye. Rye's a little too
Icy?
bitey to me. Yeah. Corsair makes a pretty good one. It's Nashville. Pennington's pretty damn good too. That's what I'm thinking. Pennington. Pennington's one I've had. I'm trying to think of this. It's a Nashville one. I'm pretty sure it's the Pennington whiskey. The Pennington bourbon I'm thinking of is quite tasty. What was the one I had though? There was one. It was a Nashville distillery. God, what was it? The bottle's kind of squared off. It wasn't Pennington.
Right.
Oh, I gotta remember. Anyway, I'll think of it. It'll
Did
come to me like
did
I'll stop the show. I'll be like, oh, that's it. I'll add it to the chat. Don't worry.
did Josh or Rob ever let you try some of that chai bourbon from was it Loveland, Colorado?
Oh my God. Let me tell you what.
That
I
that
would.
bourbon, that chai liqueur bourbon
No.
crap that
I
they have
had.
from
Okay.
from Loveland?
So it wasn't Loveland. There was a chai liqueur from a distillery in right outside of Rocky Mountain National Park
Right.
in Colorado. And this stuff was, you would mix it. So it was a chai liqueur. I would use it in place.
Honestly, I think we're talking about the
It
same
might
one.
be.
It
Because
was
I told
like
him
a
about
it
it.
was like a it was
It's
like
a real skinny bottle.
yeah, sanded kind of sandy color bottle.
Yeah, it was real skinny. I think that place went out of business.
It did. I think it did go out of business. I think
Um,
we're talking about the same place. I
I
don't think
think
it's Loveland then. I think Loveland is a different location.
Okay, so
But I
it
know
was,
exactly
no,
which one you're
it's
talking about.
Loveland. No, it's Loveland because Loveland's just east of Rocky Mountain National Park. Estes Park is what I'm thinking of. There's a distillery in Estes Park, Dancing Pines Distillery, and they're permanently closed. So it was Dancing Pine Distillery. It was their let's see, their website's toast. Yeah, Dancing Pine Distillery, chai liqueur.
Let me look for this as well.
And it was like a 30%, 30% liqueur. It's a pretty strong one.
Mm-hmm.
And you would add it. I made old fashions with it. So you take
Yes.
a really good bourbon and then you'd add this to it. And it was the most epic old fashioned you have ever had in your life. That and one
Yeah.
of those really good Italian imported marinated cherries, maraschino
Mm-hmm.
cherries. Like the dark red is not the cheap red ones.
Yeah, Dancing Pines,
Dancing
man.
Pines.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it,
the
man.
one.
Dancing Pine
Yo,
Distillery, they're out
it's
of
so good.
God, and they're gone. They're
It's
so
so,
gone.
oh my God. Like you could
Oh,
you
light died. I
can,
knew the light would die before the show would end.
you can alternatively drink this on like just straight, and it's so dangerous because it's smooth. It's got a nice
Sweet.
like sweet. If you like a little bit of that cinnamony flavor to it, that finish, the nice cinnamon finish. Oh, it's just amazing. It's like it's one of those sweet liqueurs that even as a dude, you don't feel bad drinking because it's just so good. I had it with a cigar one time.
Oh
It
my
was
God.
just lovely.
Sweetness with a cigar would be awesome.
It was very good.
And it's
Very,
strong
very
enough.
good.
It's just it's strong enough. It was like 20. It was in the 20s. It was like pretty high for
Mm-hmm.
liqueur. Usually liqueurs are like in the teens.
Mhm.
But yeah. I'll tell you, like Dustin, you're talking about bourbon. Like if I should get my brother-in-law on the show. This guy, he's a bartender.
Right.
He has like an ever-growing selection of whiskeys, primarily bourbons. So his bourbon collection is out of control because this is number one thing. It is out of control. His bourbon collection. It's like all over. Like every time I go visit him, he's like, "Hey, we're going to this place." I'm like, "Huh?" He's like, "Yeah, they got these bourbons there," and I try something new, and I'm like, "Oh my God, these are great." So I took the producer, and she had a couple. She tried some small tastings of bourbons she even loved. She was like, "Oh, these are really good." I'm like, "These are like 40 proof, you know? These like knock you down." There was like
Yeah.
one of them was like it was a barrel, and there was a reserve strength. One of them was like, God, it was like 60 something, like high 50s, low, it was low 60s. It was, it would like strip the rust off your bumper. It was so strong.
Oh, wow. Those are the ones you kind of have to drop a little bit of water in.
Not
you
40
know,
proof,
kinda,
80 proof.
you
80
know.
proof, it was like nine, it was up in the 100. It was in the 100. It was a one, sorry, I got my proof and percentages wrong. It was 40% of the basics. This was in the proof. It was like some of her 80s. She had the 80s she liked. I tried one that was in like the hundreds, like almost to the teens, and it was that was it in the proofage. 37 Dev. Yeah, you Dustin, you and my brother-in-law, you guys would be fast friends. I promise. Like you guys, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Bourbon is good, man. Like it's here's the funny thing. So like down the road here is the Quintet's department store. And I saw a bottle of Woodford's Reserve. Beautiful, beautiful bottle of
Woodford's,
Woodford's.
really?
It's dude, it was 4,000 yen.
What?
It's
For a
4,000 yen
Woodford's?
for Woodford's.
Jeez, man.
I was like, you're just telling me to just put money down now. Like you just want me to purchase.
But 4,000, that's $100 something US.
it was not expensive. I'll
Wait,
say
wait, wait,
that.
wait, wait, wait. How much was the yen again?
4,000 yen.
Wait, 4,000 yen. I'm thinking of Taipei money.
Yeah.
So you're talking about like it's 38 bucks.
Yeah.
30, no, like 32 or
4,000 yen.
$33.
I thought I was seeing maybe 1 0
Wait,
less.
it's like
So I kept on looking.
$33?
Yeah. So I kept on looking at it. I kept on looking at it. And I was
Why
like,
didn't you
no
grab
way.
it?
I'm like, no, because I saw that nice bottle of Sapporo whiskey,
Oh, okay.
right? For half the price. And I was like, well, I've had Woodford's. Maybe I'll get it for Independence Day. I don't know. But like, I've had Woodford's and it's delicious. But I've never had the Sapporo whiskey. So I got the Sapporo whiskey.
Yeah, true.
Nice light whiskey, easy drinking, good for mixing. I drink it sometimes on rock. It's good.
Well, see, the thing is, most of these whiskeys, like I did a tour of Jack Daniels years and years and years
Mm-hmm.
ago, and the bottles of like Jack Daniels isn't that expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's the taxes that make it so crazy. So
Mm-hmm.
Stu's like I love how untaxed Scotch is here. Yeah, exactly, right. So like it's not the cost to make it. They still make a great profit. I mean, like to make that stuff's not that much money. You make it, throw it in a barrel. As long as you have real estate, and they have real estate out in the like in the middle of nowhere. They just throw it in this thing, let it age for like 3 to 5 to 7 to whatever years. But it's the taxes that like double up the cost of it. So yeah,
Yeah.
if it's untaxed, like your case, it's probably low tax on that import, so it's cheap.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Even putting
Like,
it in a container and shipping it across the world, it's still cheap.
that's why I was looking at it. I was like, this cannot be like 4,000 something yen. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It's I kept on staring at the price tag because I thought I was
It's
seeing
like
things.
30. What is it? 4,000. 4,000. Yeah, the yen is really low right now.
Yeah, this was back in April too. But like anyway, it doesn't matter. Like let's say if it's geez, let's say it was 4,500 yen. I don't care.
Let's see. 4,000 yen right now is $29.61 US. 28 euro, 24 GBP. That is dirt cheap, my friend.
That is super cheap.
$30 US. That is for a bottle of Woodford's on the other side of the planet.
Yes.
Like that is travel literally halfway around the world.
Yep. It has,
30 bucks.
and it's great. Yeah, and to be honest, like I'm a bit spoiled here too. Like Masaki has taken me to like the Santori whiskey place.
Yeah, yeah,
It's in it's in one of my vlogs,
God,
and it's oh my goodness,
bro.
yo,
Bro.
yo, it's oh my goodness, it's something else.
Yeah, hey Stu. Yeah, the yen's really dropped, by the way. So if you're looking at stuff in Japan, the yen. That's why I'm looking to go to Japan sooner than later before the yen recovers, and it will. The yen is definitely low right now. Like
Yeah.
your Taiwan dollar, your American dollar, your whatever you got, everything against the yen right now is pretty powerful.
Stu, we do have that event happening later on. Hopefully,
Stu,
fingers
we'll
crossed
talk,
this year.
bro. We'll talk.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Yeah.
Jono could always use a cameraman. I'm just saying.
I mean, do what I do at SHOT Show. We just film. Like my buddies come.
Yeah.
We always film each other. I film you. You film me. Yeah, it works.
And Masaki's right. I mean, we always like be like, hey, come to Japan and visit us. But like really right now is like if you can get a reason to come, even if you just go join a tour and you want to come to Japan and you want to see the country. Because right now they're only doing guided tours unless you have a good business reason to come. Even if you come and join a tour, now is a great time to come. It's you don't have to fight the crowds because there's not an influx of tourists here. So you can go to all the touristy places without having to elbow other tourists out of the way. Trust me, John, like Shinsaibashi Namba area, I've never seen it so devoid of tourists.
Really?
Everybody there is Japanese.
So it used to be, it was 100 yen to $1 US.
Mm-hmm.
Give you an idea, Stu. So 100 yen was, so whenever I saw the price in yen, you just basically move the decimal point. That's all you got to do,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now it's 75 cents to 100 yen.
Mm-hmm.
It's 25% less. It's literally your US dollar and your GBP. Taiwan dollars is 22 to 100 yen right now. Give you an idea what's going on. So it's like your US dollar goes so much farther against the Japanese yen right now. Like
Yeah.
legit. It's
Right
pretty crazy.
now, I mean, it's now is the time to come and spend and enjoy yourselves and go to the nicer places that you
And
may not have
help
done.
bring that economy back up. Come in,
Yes,
spend the money. Leave your money
we need
there. Bring
you.
the exactly. Come in, leave your money,
That's right.
build that economy up. Yeah, right now it's cheap, but you know what? You gotta put money in to get that back up.
That's
To let
right.
the country go.
And this episode is brought to you by the Japanese Bureau of Tourism,
Exactly. So
co-sponsored by Koshida Travel Services.
Koshida Travel Services. Oh my gosh. By the way, I've been watching Kenshin, was it Kenshin Ashura? Have you watched that? The anime?
No.
Okay, I think it's Kenshin Ashura. I might be slaughtering the Japanese. It's basically a fighting anime. I've been rewatching. I watched it once. It's 2 seasons. They're gonna do a 3rd season. It's literally like fighting, like mixed martial arts kind of stuff.
Right.
And it's pretty wild, pretty violent. Anime style is different, but it's super violent and it's pretty fun to watch. I've been rewatching it, and like all the players are sponsored by like different companies, and they're all like, instead of Bandai, it's Gandai. Instead of Nintendo, it's Nintendo. Like it's like slightly off. So I just imagine like, Koshida Tourism Services sponsoring
One of the fighters.
one of the fight. I don't know why I went there, but Kenshin, Kenshin, it's actually, I think it's, let me look it up. Hang on.
Yeah, Stu. So
Yeah,
tonight,
Kengen Ashura. Thank you, Kengen. Yes, that's it.
yes. So like
So
tonight
good.
tonight we went to go have some yakiniku before coming back on the show. So on last week, Masaki and one of our other dear mothers of the company, Megumi Nagatani-san.
Oh yeah, the mom. She's house mom.
Yeah, one of our moms.
With, by the way, the coolest fingernails and the coolest
oh
kimonos.
yes, the
Like she has
coolest fingernails.
Coolest fingernails, coolest kimonos, always
Yeah.
like themed. I mean,
All
she,
the time. Yeah. So she helped drive some of our, because I can't drive here yet because my license in Hong Kong needs to kind of take a year to get the full status before I can get it transferred here. So I can't do any driving here yet. So
she's like what, 4'10"?
Yeah, she's like 4'10".
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
lying.
for
She's
real.
Like 4'10".
Yeah, she's tiny, but she'd kick her butt. But yeah, she helped drive some
Totally
of my boxes
mom.
back. Just super big help. So I said like, hey, let's have yakiniku on Monday. My treat, as a big thanks to Masaki and Megumi. So that's what we did. We went to go have yakiniku tonight. It's so delicious. And then we sat down. And then on the menu, it said for the first hour, it is 100 yen a drink. So it's beer, highball.
Which highball, by the way, is whiskey and soda.
Yeah, whiskey soda.
And a little lemon.
And a few other it could be like lemon chuhai or lemon sour.
So it's 75 cents a drink for the first hour?
For the first hour, it's 100 yen the drink.
I'd be like, bring me 8 and I'm going to pound them all in the first. I'm like, just keep them going. Like,
let me tell you, I was drinking beer like I was drinking water, man. Like it's just going out of style. It's just couldn't.
75 cents US.
That first hour. Yeah, the first hour was 100 yen a beer. And I was like, what? Oh my God, let's go.
What? Yeah. We gotta go there, like for
yes,
real. I'm like,
dude, it's next to the office. It's literally, if I walk from our front door at the office to this building, it's 3 minutes.
Oh my God, go there, call a cab home. Like I'm done. I'm done.
Yo, it was that was a great way to start the week. So if you guys have Masaki's Instagram, you go check out his story. Yeah. That's what it did. It was a great start to the week.
So for those of you who need a reason to go to Japan, you can get yakiniku, which is the Japanese barbecue.
Yeah,
75% beer, 75-cent beers. Yes, for the first hour, and I can do a lot of damage in an hour. I'm not gonna lie. And then, like, that's all by the office. So you can do the office tour at Lilacs.
Yeah.
You can go get really good yakiniku. Is the yakiniku good?
Oh, the yakiniku is really good.
Okay.
Well, of course, like, because Masaki knows what to order. He orders all the good stuff. Oh, right?
Masaki's he's got the secret. He can see the Matrix. This
guy
guy can like see the code in the Matrix and be like, that. Like he knows.
Oh, he knows, man. And so
Yeah.
so we have that. So our where I live, there's a lot of really good restaurants where close to where I live down in Tenoji. So that way. So I always look at it like this, right? If I kind of want something like fancy, I'll go to Tenoji, which is 8 minutes that way. If I want something really down home, like all the super down home, family run, or like one single ramen shop, I go to Teradaicho, which is that way.
Oh, good ramen. Oh my god, dude.
It's 8 minutes
Oh,
that
good
way.
ramen.
And then Masaki took me to this my goodness, okonomiyaki place. It's like
Oh.
the pancake.
Yeah,
And
yeah. It's like
apparently,
the
yeah,
noodle and the cabbage and the pancake, like the
it's
batter and the
yeah. He
okonomiyaki is
ordered one
so
with
good.
mochi inside, like
Mochi inside the
yeah,
okonomiyaki?
mochi inside and the
What?
okonomiyaki, and then like with yakisoba, it was so good. It was so good. And it's 8 minutes that way, literally that way. And then so what I
So you go
usually
eight that
do,
way, eight that way, or eight that way.
yep. Yep. So like
And
if
it's,
you look
we're
at it
talking
as
about
a
walking, right?
yeah,
Not
walking.
driving.
So if you look at it as a triangle and I'm up at the top, it's Tenoji's here and the Teradacho area is here. So I'm literally in the middle.
So you can go 8 minutes is nothing.
8 minutes is nothing. It's my walk of shame, man. Okay. It's
Or
my
if you go to a place,
it's
it's your
my
sober walk home. That's what
yeah,
it is.
it's my walk it off. So and other really
It's
cool
like
things like before the show, I was
eight
telling you like
minutes, gotta get
yeah,
home. Wake up.
I found some like pretty chill bars down by a place called Zudahashi. Funny thing, Zudahashi is where I stayed when I first got here in April, where Koreatown, you when I was in my hotel, it was there. So then I went back. We had some really nice food. It's so cheap. I can't even begin to explain how good the food and the drinks are there, and it's incredibly cheap. And so like I got the opportunity to meet a whole lot of expats here, Italians, British, you know, American, Canadian, all at one place. So this is a bar that is a gelato place. They serve ice cream and you can get alcohol.
Can you get the both together?
You can get them both together.
So like shots, like maybe. Oh wait.
They won't pour it in.
So like
But
you get
so
like a
the funny
vanilla
thing,
gelato or chocolate,
yeah,
and you get a shot of whiskey, and then boop,
well, that's up to you. So the
done.
gelato is all made in-house. So the owner is a British guy called Benjamin with family in Portland, Oregon.
You
Yeah.
got Stu's attention. Stu's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. Benjamin's from he's British, but his family lives in Portland now. So he's
really?
back in Portland to visit his family.
Like
And
Portland's
then
the last
so
place I was before I moved here.
I
So
know. So like then his wife, Sayo, is the one that makes all the gelato for the store.
really,
So all the gelato is made in-house. And I have to say it's very good. It is really good.
dirty. I like that dirty affogato. Is that really a thing, or did you make that up, Herman?
That sounds like something you made up.
That's something made up, but it's actually quite good. If you made it up, I'm gonna steal it because that's really freaking good.
I would like to at this moment reach out to my former Red Wolf brethren. If any of you guys are out there listening, you're more than welcome to visit here. It would be so much fun.
Dirty affogato. But guys, affogato is like usually coffee over
Mm-hmm.
like a gelato, typically, or ice cream. So you put a shot of espresso over top of ice cream, you drink it, which I love. If you've never had that before, if you see
Oh,
it on the
it's
menu
very
somewhere,
good.
grab it. It's awesome.
It's very good.
Like,
It's very good. Yes.
yeah, it's super good.
Yeah.
Cause like the ice cream starts to melt, you get that creaminess and all that.
Yeah.
Trade market. Oh, I see what you did private with the
Hey.
C and the mark. Ah, good, too good, too good.
Yeah. So hey, if you guys are ever, coming to this side of the world, go to Taipei. Food is incredible there. The nightlife thing there, amazing. And if you wanna after Taipei hop on over this way, hey man, Osaka is, food capital of the
Food, it
country.
is,
So
man. Osaka is the absolute food. Like everybody's like, I'm going to Tokyo. I'm like, do you want to
sure.
go see cool stuff, or do you want to like eat? Like for me, I travel for food.
Yeah.
Like for me, for me, every good memory I have traveling everywhere, even my
Mhm.
last trip to the States, all my memories are anchored around
Mhm.
the restaurants I've eaten at. Like
Oh yeah.
it's it. It's it. And that's what I like
Mhm.
about the producer. Same way. And, so like every great memory is like centered around food. And that's why I love Osaka so much. like I know people ask me, it's like, why don't you go back to Tokyo? I'm like, Tokyo's fun to go every once in a while, but
Yeah,
like
no, yeah,
Osaka
no
is
doubt.
like, if you give me a pick, I'll be like every time Osaka, Osaka. Now I still
Yeah,
need to go north. I need to go to Hokkaido. I
yeah,
got to do
Sendai,
the mountain of the was it what's it called, the eggs, not what's it called, Topaki, what's it called, the
the
mountain of
mountain.
the fish eggs where you get like the fish eggs over the rice.
Oh, in Sapporo,
Yeah, oh, Sapporo is what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
in Sapporo, the city in Hokkaido. Yeah,
Oh yeah, so it's Hokkaido area, and you
yeah,
get like
Hokkaido.
the little the orange
Yeah,
like the
the
fish eggs.
ikura. Yeah,
Ikura, that's what I'm thinking of.
yeah,
Okay,
ikura. Yeah,
I couldn't think of Tobiko. Is that what it is?
yeah. You get all that ikura, the salmon
Ikura,
roe
and
put
they
over,
put
over.
like
They just keep
spoon. It's like
going. Yeah.
a mountain of it over the rice. I want
Oh,
to see that. I
so
want to do
good.
that.
Oh,
That is like bucket list, like
yeah.
for real.
So I was very fortunate. I got to experience that, and it lives up to the hype.
Oh,
The
it
best
does.
thing is like, yeah, it does. The best thing is like when and Masaki knows it. He laughs every time I
Ikura
talk
Don,
about
yeah,
this.
Don, yeah, because it's Don's over rice, yeah.
Yeah. So he laughs about this every time I talk about it. Is like, so I was at a really like kind of like a budget hotel chain called Dormy Inn. So Dormy Inn is like saying it's like, the hacienda, whatever from Holiday Inn, right? It's just a
What about the
chain.
Appa? Is it like
The
Appa or is
Appa,
it?
I think Appa's a little nicer than
Yeah,
Dormy Inn.
I always say the Appas. Yeah,
Appa's not bad.
no, it's not
Appa's
bad. It's
not
good.
bad. Yeah,
Appa's like
but
the
like,
Hampton
but
Inn.
they're about the
Appa's
same.
Hampton Inn
Yeah.
of Japan.
Yeah. So in the Dormy Inn in Otaru
Dormy.
and in Sapporo, for breakfast, they had a glass bucket of ikura that you can just, they don't
Scoop
stop you, bro.
yourself?
You scoop it yourself.
No.
I'm not kidding you. Yo, it was insane. They had tuna mince, like the scraping from the ribs, but
Yeah.
maybe it's not really fancy tuna. Maybe it's not really nice, but it to me it tastes amazing. So they had that, and then next to it was that bucket, like this glass bowl in ice of ikura that just you can just go hard.
What I miss the most about Japan is like the fish for breakfast.
Oh
Like
yes.
all the cured fishes, like the meat, oh my god, like that changed my idea of what a breakfast was.
Yes, so true. And there was something that Masaki and I were talking about today. It's like, he was showing me this picture of his breakfast that he had at a Japanese ryokan. So it's like those on like this is like an onsen hotel, like a hot springs hotel, where they give you the traditional breakfast that comes in like those trays with the different brackets in there and it has a different
Like
something
the
and all the
the
different,
bento box.
yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
But like it's in small little squares, and
Yeah.
so there's a little bit of everything. It's all fresh, and like it's one of those like, to a lot of people who don't know, they look at it as, oh, okay, that's interesting. I mean, but y'all eat rice for breakfast, but you if you had like how they prepare it and the different flavors from different regions and how you get it like in the morning, and like it's one of those like, if because then you appreciate it way differently than just kind of looking at it from the outside. So like if you guys ever make it this way, go have like a traditional Japanese breakfast. Wake up a little bit early, go to the fish market, go have a breakfast there. Or go stay at an onsen hotel. It will change your life. Like you would realize, man, why don't we do more of this for breakfast? It's so good.
It's a high protein instead of like carbs. Like in the West, we
Yeah.
do like heavy carbs at the breakfast. In Asia, it's more like I don't know. Here, it's a mix, like kanji and things like that. But
Oh
like
man,
Japan,
I
it's like
live
all protein.
I live in the land of double carbs. Okay. Yo, come on.
Yeah, no
I'm
kidding.
let's be honest. It's ramen with a side bowl of rice. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Like
so
rice
good though.
and noodles, we're gonna put it all. Yeah, like oh
I
yeah,
mean,
what you do is you get the ramen and we eat the noodles out. You add rice to it to soak up the last bit.
that's right. Or alternatively, I mean, we live in the country with yakisoba sandwich. Okay.
What was the no, what was it called? I saw it.
So good. I'm just saying.
No,
Rice with net. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim Sargent is in the chat.
Oh my gosh, Tim's in here. Boy, wait,
Tim,
hold on. What
I
is
miss you, brother. Natto
Wait.
on top of rice is
wait, we
bomb.
call it
You're
here
right.
it's the mian mianbao.
Oh, mian
Mian
mianbao.
mianbao. Mian
Okay,
mianbao.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like in Chinese, it's noodle sandwich, and that's
Yeah,
usually
so-
the yakisoba sandwich.
Yeah, yakisoba, and
It's noodles inside
in
of
Hong
bread,
Kong.
and you eat
Yeah, it is. In Hong Kong, it's like it's chow mein bao. So it's
Chow
it's
mein,
like,
chow mein, yeah.
So it's like fried rice bun, right? but it sounds like it's a fried bun.
Yeah, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's fried rice in a bun, or you can have noodles. Like basically, you have fried noodles, like stir fried noodles. So, my
Yeah.
God, Tim joined us. Man, we miss you,
Yo,
bro.
Tim. Oh,
Rice with natto
God,
on
miss you,
top.
bro.
Oh, natto. I miss like that's a very Japanese thing.
That's very
Natto is
Japanese. Yeah.
so natto's like the cho tofu, the stinky tofu of
Yes,
Japan. You either love
dude.
it or you hate it.
Now that Tim is here, like, and he's talking about the natto on top of rice for breakfast, I'm having like these flashbacks. So, like, remember when we were there in 19 for breakfast? There's we were all sitting there having like as Japanese a breakfast as possible, and then there was Masaki with his toast and his eggs and his coffee.
No, Masaki. Every time I have Masaki like breakfast, he always does like the raw egg in the rice for
Yeah,
breakfast.
yeah, I've seen that too. That morning, it was just one of those like he came down and just started chuckling. Look at you guys, what y'all eating?
Yep. Oh, chicken. Yep, raw egg and rice. But
Raw
no,
egg on
like
rice. It is what's up,
explain. By
man.
the way, explain natto to people who don't know what it is.
So natto is like I would say the closest that like a 10,000 foot up, top down explanation. Natto would be kind of like a fermented soybean. That's really what it is.
But it's
For
the look of it, like the
it's all
consistency
stringy
is
and
stringy, like if you pull it apart, it like little wispy, like
yeah,
spider web hairs
it's
with the
got it's
stringiness.
it's got a little bit of that. It's got a little bit of that saltiness to it because it's fermented.
It's
So like
funky. It's got that funky
yeah, it's a
smell, you
little bit of
know.
that funkiness to it. Like
It's pizza
it's
beans.
it's it's really good.
It's
It
good.
is very good. Yeah, Masaki did have TKG tonight. It was really yeah.
Mm.
I was like, oh, dude, I want no, I'm good. I had so many beers. I'm okay.
Wow.
Yeah, man. It was a good night tonight. Yeah, but
Well, hopefully, Tim, you'll get back this way. Maybe we can all meet up in Japan. Like, I'm
look, man,
looking
we
forward to
gotta
it.
we need to do a rat chasing part two. So we gotta do this
Oh,
again.
rat
So
chasing part two.
rat chasing part two.
By the way, our rat chasing brethren, Scott, just finished a 24-hour Red Bull
paddleboarding
stand-up
thing, right? Yeah.
paddleboarding race in like where was he? In Denmark?
Denmark. He was
Copenhagen.
in Denmark. It was Copenhagen. It was like it was south of Copenhagen, I
Yeah,
think.
so he goes to Copenhagen, Denmark, and does a 24-hour stand-up paddleboard race.
Yeah.
24 hours on a stand-up paddleboard.
I mean, the first day was sunny and beautiful. The second day, like we followed his IG stories. He looked like it was just miserable because it
Yeah.
was raining and cold. They had to put his wetsuit on. They had to delay. The stack of meds he had to take when he left.
God. Like the torture that guy. By the way, if you got like we talked about Scott so much, we've got to get Scott back.
Yes, we do.
He is the most masochistic in a good
Oh, yeah.
way guy
Yeah.
I've ever met.
Like if Scott was a girl, Scott would be the girl that would turn around and look at you and say, "Smack me harder, daddy."
No. It would be like, here's a baseball bat, hit me harder. That's what Scott would be if he was a girl.
Scott would, yeah, smack me, hit me harder, daddy. That would be Scott.
I'm really tempted to change the name of this show from Mark My Words to Hit Me Harder Daddy. Never mind, I won't do that. We're like, good news is we don't have monetization, so we're not screwed. So
Yes. Not entirely. Just
Not
you know,
entirely.
you know,
Jeez.
you know, our overlords like to go back in time, right? You know, so
yeah,
it
no
is what it
kidding,
is.
like years ago. Wow, what a show.
What
oh
a
my
show.
God, man.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to put a pin in it.
Smack Me Harder Daddy's a good way to wrap this one up and just put that period at the end of this
That's right.
paragraph.
That's right. Smack me harder, daddy.
Time to turn the essay in. So, oh my gosh, TKG. Tamago
So good.
Kake Gohan.
So good.
What's
TKG.
Gohan? Gohan in Japanese is what?
Rice.
Gohan's rice. Okay,
Yes.
really? Because it's funny. All the like, I know most of the Dragon Ball Z characters are names of food.
Yes.
It's like everybody's got like a food name.
Yep. So like, yeah, that's the rice. I it's like I was listening to some of my colleagues order, and I was like, yeah, duh, Gohan, rice,
Gohan,
hello.
hello. Yeah.
That's stupid. Get with the program.
Yeah, like most of it, like Saboya, like all, and they sometimes go with like different like languages, Dustin, yeah, man, Dustin, hit us up on like I tell you one of the better ways. I don't know how to reach you. I'm probably better off on IG.
Yeah,
Here's
yeah,
what
same
IG.
thing. Yeah, hit me up on IG, Dustin. Real Mark West, real MARCKWEST, real Mark West. Just find me there. Shoot me a message. Um, shoot me a follow. Like a few of my photos because how IG's been working lately. It's
They
like
put you in
they put you in like yeah, and they don't notify you. Like they don't. There's no dot.
there's like
There's
an
no
others,
icon.
and then there's like the this guy's like
There's
he's like we don't know
I
who he
think
is.
I think it's private, general, and then pending. But then for pending, they don't even tell you you have messages.
Yeah, it's like
Like I don't know about you,
very
but
very very yeah.
I'm not notified. So yeah, do that. Alternatively, Dustin, you can add me on Facebook as well. It's just Mark West, MARCKWEST. Just add me on Mark West. I also reply. I also respond there as often as I can. Doing socials for the company. So like I'm pretty active on there as well. So just hit me up on there as well. You're more than welcome to shoot me questions if you want to make travel plans here. I'm here, so it's all good.
Taiwan, Taipei, same thing. Hit me up. Like I said, IG's best for me. Facebook, they hate airsoft, so forget them. For me, it's like it's IG. So
That's so true. Anyways, so yeah, that's how you can get a hold of us.
yep, cool. Oh my
All right,
gosh,
man.
what a show!
So,
Thank you all
yeah.
for being here. Actually, really good viewership tonight. Like
So
really good.
Monday is going to be Independence Day stream for us. So I think whatever we're going to do, we'll probably end up doing it on Sunday. And then Monday will be Uncle Sam's birthday.
Yeah, we got to do something. We'll
Yeah,
figure it out.
find
Mark,
something.
talk.
We'll find something.
We're for
We'll
sure
find
back.
something.
Same
Yeah.
time, same channel. We'll plan something. We got to. It's a full American episodes. Everything
Yeah.
you get, you got to get American stuff.
That's right. I gotta go find the most like Japanese American thing here. American. Oh, I know. I'm gonna get corn dogs because it's called American dog.
American dogu.
Yeah,
Is corn
American dog is a corn dog.
Wait. Like not a hot dog's an American
No.
dog. The corn dog's American dogu.
Yeah, a corn dog is called American dog.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
American dogu. All right. Now I know.
How can you get more
what's a hot dog?
American than that?
What's a hot dog?
I don't know.
Like in Chinese, it's literally the direct translation.
Yeah, hot dog.
It's
Yes.
literally a hot dog in Chinese. It's rugo.
Yes.
Rugo. It's a hot dog.
I know.
It's in
It's probably called hot dot.
hot dog.
Actually, no, I think that
Hot
is what it
dog.
is. Actually, I think that is what
American
it
dogu, hot dogu.
is. Yes.
Japanese is so easy and also so hard at the same time. My God.
I would not be surprised if that's actually what it
Stubaka,
is.
is it hot dogu?
It's
oh my God. Hot dogu. Ah, what a good guess.
Yes. Yes.
I'm done.
Hot dog.
I'm done.
All right, man.
It might be hot dogu's the name of the show. I don't know. I'm gonna leave Mark my words. It's good.
Yeah,
It's
there
good.
you go. I think that's a good one. That's a good one.
All right. Episode
Anyways.
40's in the can.
Yeah.
Thank everybody for being here. Oh my gosh.
See y'all
You
again
all are
next
great.
week. Yeah.
See you next week.
Stay hopped up,
Stay
everybody.
hopped up.
Ah.